first carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Rawls. And he's got some space here. There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way down to the 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try to run with Rawls. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
There's Wilson to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Bryant. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Looking downfield for Dez. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And out now come the Seahawks. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson again to Rawls. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here we go with Rawls. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Counter play, Rawls, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll run with Elliott, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on third down. 51 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This time, Wilson will throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And the Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 21-yard line. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. The give is to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Try the end around. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here's John Ryan now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this,
touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, 40 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They run with a power back. Rolls. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Prescott looks to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Going to be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, we got a second here. Thinking back to Week 15, a cool moment in that Panthers-Green Bay game. Did you see the video of Cam Newton and Clay Matthews?
I did. And, you know, when you watch it, and you know what everybody told me, when they're watching it live, you could see something happening because the commentators were talking at that time. Then they took the comment.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play action now. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Wilson. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, hey, with this window, two teams that we've been talking about this year that really deserve discussion and more discussion as we continue to go. How about the Rams and the Jags and the turnarounds that they've had this year?
They have been dramatic. They've been dominating at times when you look at how they've played. I mean, we just saw the Rams, was it week 15, went to Seattle and decimated the Seahawks to really take over the NFC West. The Jaguars have steadily gotten better throughout the season. I mean, in preseason,
and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 37.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Now Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. 9
yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They'll run for it. Rolls. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. To throw on 2nd down, Wilson. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 36. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They go to Elliott again. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Wilson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Richardson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. They go read option with Wilson, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark. And
the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Wilson, they set up the screen to Rawls. And he gets it down to the 32. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be first down Cowboys. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Dez. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 56 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
20th carry for Thomas Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Wilson wants to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing now is Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Wilson to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And out now come the Cowboys. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting... week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They give it to Rolls. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short.